Hey, welcome to the podcast. This is The Surge Effect, and I'm your host, Mike Surge. This podcast will be talking about anything and everything, life in general to current events and past events, and all things about this beautiful and wonderful world that we live in. And this podcast, well, it'll probably have an effect on you. Hello, and welcome to The Surge Effect. And this podcast, motivational podcast, I'm going to be talking about grief. Grief is something that we all will deal with at some point in our lives, and no one likes talking about it for sure. It's a sad time in our lives, losing someone special, and I personally have lost 4 friends in my lifetime who I shared dreams with and had fun with, more fun than one person could ask for. I've lost 2 good friends of mine at a very young age, and I lost 2 more good friends within the last year. I'm putting up this message together in order to hopefully help others cope in some small way with what they've been going through in their journey so far. My wish for you is that my message will bring you some kind of peace or solace that you are doing the right thing in your own time. Like I said, I lost 4 good friends over my life. I lost my father 3 years ago. I've lost both my in-laws. I've lost coworkers. We all go through grief and we all go through loss. I just want to disclaim that I am not a psychiatrist, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a social worker. I have experienced grief, and I just want to give you a different perspective from my point of view. So here we go. Grief. Dealing with grief can be a difficult and complex process, as everyone experiences grief differently. However, there are some general steps that can help a person cope with grief. We will be talking about 5 things that you can do to help yourself through this terrible time. Number 1, you can allow yourself to feel emotions. Number 2, be kind to yourself. Number 3, reach out for support. Number 4, give yourself time. Number 5, remember the person who has passed. So it's important to remember that there's no right way or time limit to grieve, and that everyone's experience is different. Grief can be a long and difficult process, but with time and support, you yourself can begin to heal. So number 1 is letting yourself feel emotions. It can be an important part of the grieving process, and here's how. First, you have to have acknowledgement, so you're allowing yourself to feel emotions like sadness, anger, or guilt. It can help you acknowledge the reality of your loss. This can be an important first step in the grieving process. The release. Expressing your emotions can help you release feelings of pain, sadness, or anger that may be pent up inside you. This can provide a sense of relief and help you to process your grief in a healthy way. Coping mechanisms. Emotions can provide important information about how you are coping with your loss. By allowing yourself to feel and express your emotions, you can gain insight into how you are processing your grief and what coping strategies might be helpful. Connection. Emotions can help you connect with others who are also grieving. By sharing your emotions with others, you can find support, comfort, and understanding during a difficult time. Healing. Allowing yourself to heal, feel, and express your emotions can be an important part of the healing process. By acknowledging your emotions and working through them, you can move towards acceptance and find a sense of peace. Overall, letting yourself feel emotions can be an important part of the grieving process. While it can be difficult to confront painful feelings, doing so can ultimately help you process your grief in a healthy and constructive way. Number 2 is being kind to yourself in an important aspect of grieving process, as it can help you to cope with emotions and challenges that come with loss. And here are just a few ways but being kind to yourself can help with grieving. Self-compassion. Being kind to yourself involves practicing self-compassion, which means treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. By acknowledging your own pain and suffering and offering yourself comfort and support, you can create a sense of safety and security that can help you to cope with grief. Self-care. Being kind to yourself also involves taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, as well as mentally. This can include getting enough sleep, eating well, exercising, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and comfort. Acceptance. Being kind to yourself also involves accepting your emotions and your reactions without judgment or criticism. By allowing yourself to experience and process your grief in your own way, you can create a sense of acceptance and peace that can help you heal. How about some positive self-talk? Being kind to yourself also involves practicing positive self-talk, which means using kind, supportive, and encouraging language when speaking to yourself. This can help you to build self-esteem, confidence, and resilience during a difficult time. Overall, reaching out for support can be an important part of the grieving process. Whether it is from friends, family, or a support group, connecting with others can provide validation, perspective, coping strategies, connection, and healing. Time, it can be an important factor in your grievance process as well. And here are some ways that time can help. A perspective. Perspective, as time passes, you may gain a broader perspective on your loss and how it has impacted your life. This can help you to understand your emotions and reactions more fully and can provide clarity and insight into the grieving process. Acceptance. With time, you may begin to accept your loss and the changes that it has brought to your life. This can provide a sense of closure and allow you to move forward with greater ease and grace. Healing. Time can be an important factor in the healing process. As you process your grief and begin to move forward, you may find that your emotions become less intense and more manageable over time. Growth. While grief can be a painful and difficult experience, it can also be an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. With time, you may find that you have developed new strengths, perspectives, and insights that can help you navigate future challenges. Memories. With time, you may be able to cherish your memories of your loved one without feeling overwhelmed by grief. Memories can bring comfort and joy and can help to keep your loved one's spirit alive in your heart and mind. Overall, time can be an important factor in the grieving process. While it can be difficult to imagine life without your loved one, with time, you may find that you are able to heal and grow and cherish moments of your loved one with greater ease as well as comfort. Remembering the person who has passed away can be an important part of the grieving process, and here are some ways that it can help. Comfort. Remembering your loved one can provide a sense of comfort and connection during a difficult time. Memories can help you feel closer to your loved one and can bring a sense of peace as well as calm. Healing. Remembering your loved one can be an important part of healing. By cherishing your memories and honoring your loved one's life, you can begin to process grief and move towards acceptance and healing. Celebration. Remembering your loved one can also be a way to celebrate their life and impact what they had on others. Celebrating your loved one's life can bring a sense of joy and happiness, even in the midst of your grief. Connection. Remembering your loved one can also provide a sense of connection to others who have experienced loss. Sharing memories and stories with others can help to create a sense of community and support during a difficult time. Legacy. Remembering your loved one can also be a way to honor their legacy and the impact that they had on the world by carrying on their traditions, values, and beliefs. You can continue to keep their memory alive and make a positive impact on the world. Overall, remembering the person who has died can be an important part of the grieving process. By cherishing memories, celebrating their life, and honoring their legacy, you can find comfort and healing, a connection, and a sense of a purpose during a very, very difficult time. Grieving is a process, and every one of us will grieve in our own way. And the length of time in which we all grieve will be different from each one of us. I remember a saying sometime someone gave me a long time ago. And it goes like this: grief is the price all of us humans pay for love. It's really that simple. I hope this message has helped you out in some small way, is giving you a few more tools to help you cope just a little bit better with your loss. Thank you very much for listening to The Surge Effect, everyone. It's much appreciated. This episode sponsored by He Shirts, She Shirts. Go to www.heshirtssheshirts.ca. Just type in the letters TSA, The Surge Effect. When you check out, type in TSA for your coupon and receive 10% off your next purchase. Thanks for listening to today's podcast, everybody.